My name is Amanda Wilmoth, and I'm an upper elementary guide here at Undercroft Montessori. I've been a guide for the last 2 years, and I've worked here for 4, and I work with 9 to 12-year-olds. I was working at Arts and Humanities Council as an artist in residence, teaching art to at-risk students around the Tulsa area, and that's where I got hooked on working with children. And then I saw an ad for an upper elementary assistant at Undercroft Montessori, and I accepted the position, and within a few months I was hooked on the Montessori method. I saw the kids guiding themselves about the classroom, picking out works, working independently, being excited about learning, and I knew I wanted to do it for the rest of my life. Our daily schedule changes as the needs of the children change, but some things remain constant. We always have 20 to 30 minutes a day of silent reading where we turn down the lights, turn up the music, and the kids read a book of their choice. We always have a class meeting led by the children, and that's where we discuss current events, announcements, field trips, and we acknowledge each other and share in each other's lives. And we always have 3-hour work cycle in the morning, uninterrupted. That's when the kids do independent work time, and the guides and assistants give lessons and check their work, and we also do small group lessons. Our classroom jobs are really important to us. That is our version of practical life. In primary, they do the same kinds of things, but in upper L, there's more responsibility and more independence. And they really take ownership of their jobs and really take ownership of their classroom environment. So that's a very important part of our day. We group our curriculum into 3 major areas: math, language, and cultural areas. And the cultural areas include geography, history, and science. In our math, it's just like in lower L and primary, it's a continuum. And just like they were working on multiplication and division in lower L, they take it even further in upper L. And they work with the materials such as test tubes for long division, things like that. But they're also learning about decimals, ratios, percentages, proportions, things like that. And as with all Montessori math, it was really important to Maria Montessori that the children move themselves from concrete to abstract. And that way they got a clear idea of the why behind a math before they moved to pencil and paper. So all the works moved from concrete to abstract. And in the language area of our curriculum, the students work continually with the Montessori grammar symbols as they did in lower L, but they learn more about the sentence and the paragraph and grammatical elements like subject and predicate and direct object and things like that. So they go in greater in depth. They also do quite a bit of sentence diagramming. But I think the bulk of our language work is in the research writing process. The children choose subjects from the cultural area, such as geography, science, and history, and write reports about areas of interest for them. And then the peer editing process is incredibly valuable. They give each other compliments and suggestions in a kind and respectful way, and I believe that that's where they learn the most about writing and composition and grammar and punctuation and language mechanics and spelling, and I can't say enough about our report writing. And a big part of the Montessori upper elementary classroom is the cultural work. We do lots of science. In science we do botany, zoology. We do this amazing taxonomy work called the Chinese boxes, where they learn about kingdoms and phylums and class and order and family and genus and species, things that most kids don't get till high school biology class. We're learning way back. We learn a lot about the Linnaeus classification system through our science work. We do a lot of earth science too. And just like in the lower levels, we work a lot in geography, but we have gone further in depth in particular cultures. Now we're not just learning about their religions, their food, and their costumes, but we're learning a lot about how they make their living, about their natural resources, and who makes up the people that live there. So we go greater in depth. The students choose a country to research, and they write a report about it every semester. They also choose an animal to research and write a report about. So we do a lot of geography work. In the cultural areas, we use a lot of materials still. We're still using lots of charts, lots of timelines in our history work, and the kids use the timelines and the charts to kind of bounce off of. They find their own subjects within the charts and do some intense research and study on that. I think the part I love about my job the most is, of course, inspiring children to be lifelong learners. But I didn't know that that was going to also inspire me to be a lifelong learner. That it's cyclical. the enthusiasm I show comes back to me, you know, and it's like a partnership, and I didn't count on that when I got a job here. I think the thing that makes Undercroft so special is our community, our sense of community. We are all in this together, and we're like a great big family. I think the children that grow up at Undercroft are self-motivated, lifelong learners. They're enthusiastic, they're responsible for their own lives, and they know who they are and they know where they're going. And I think that's pretty special.